Okay, welcome back to Simplify Your Tech with the Tech Ninja Tech Tip Tuesday. I am your host, Kat Milner, the Chief Tech Ninja for Simplify Your Tech. And today we're going to talk about one of the topics that a lot of people ask me about is what should I use? Should it be YouTube, Vimeo, Loom to help get my message out into the world? And the truth is that each of these platforms are amazing in their own right, but also very different and do very different things. So the honest answer is it depends. So let's talk pros and cons about each of these platforms and help you figure out what is going to best meet your needs. So first off, we'll start with YouTube. It is actually the second biggest search engine right after Google, which actually does happen to own YouTube. It has an amazing reach with over 2 billion people logged in every single month. It offers an amazing opportunity to reach just a ton of people. It does have a lot of visibility being a search engine. You can monetize it fairly easily, including things like ads, memberships, selling merchandise related to your channel, and you can even get revenue from your content. It does give you analytics and insights into who's viewing and who's following you. And you can also create an engaged community among things like comments, likes, subscriptions, shout outs, and enabling interaction and feedback. Some of the cons are that there's a lot of competition on YouTube with over, I don't know how many channels. There's a lot of people putting out some similar content. So who do you know who to listen to? Who do you know who to follow? So having other avenues to engage people and to create community is going to help you build that channel. So for example, if you have a Facebook or Instagram following, saying to them, you can get more content if you follow my channel XYZ on YouTube. There are a lot of copyright issues. So if you include music or images in your YouTube channel, you got to be aware that it needs to be copyright free or that you own the copyright to that, because you can get tagged and shut down, or at least have that video removed for copyright infringement. YouTube does have some fairly strict content guidelines and community standards, so it does give you somewhat limited control and potentially leading to demonetization or channel strikes if you violate their policy. So you just need to be really aware of what those standards are and make sure that you stay within those guidelines. Loom is one of my favorite tools to use. I use it a lot to create training videos because you can create really easy, quick videos. It's great if a client has a question about something and I need to send them an explanation, and it's just faster to show them rather than tell them, so I can create a Loom. I have the option of including my video and using my camcorder so that I appear in a little circle in the corner while I share my screen. I can do it just a straight up video, or I can do the screen only, and I like those options. It's very accessible. It's browser based, so you don't have to download any software to use it. It's all on the internet. And it does provide engagement of who's watched your video, if they've commented on their video, if they actually watched the entire video, and where they're watching from. It integrates well with things like Trello, Slack, and other productivity tools to help make your life easier to work with your team and to show them things and stuff like that. It's also cost effective. It does have a free plan, so that if you are an individual or a small team and you're not doing a whole lot of volume of videos, it might be a really great affordable option. Some of the cons of Loom is that it has very limited editing capability. You can trim things a little bit, but there's not a whole lot of editing that you can do. It does have storage limitations, especially on the free plan. You can't store a whole lot of videos there. It is dependent on the internet because it is internet based, and it does have limited distribution options. It's primarily designed for one-to-one or small group communication, and it's less suitable for reaching that broader audience. For example, I use it for creating my online courses. It's great for that kind of thing. Or, like I said, for showing a client a quick resolution to a question, but it's not really great for like wide distribution and growing your audience that way. And finally, last but not least, Vimeo. So the pros is that it's high quality video hosting. It is absolutely famous for its hosting services, and it really allows you to showcase your work in the best possible light. You do have options for customization and branding, including colors, end screens, and creating that consistent brand identity. It does offer features like comments, likes, and video analytics so that you can interact more with your audience and gain insights into their behavior. It does prioritize privacy and security, so you don't have to worry with that. And it gives you more control over who can access your videos. And it does also have some monetization opportunities, such as video on demand, subscription, pay as you view, pay-per-view rentals, and monetizing directly. And it allows you to keep a greater part of your earnings. So, for example, YouTube takes a percentage of your earnings. Vimeo lets you keep a little bit more of it. So some of the cons for Vimeo is that its premium features come at a fair cost, which can be prohibitive for people on a small budget. There is a learning curve. Vimeo does have some advanced features that are going to require you to put in some time and effort to learn how to use, especially if you're unfamiliar with Vimeo itself and video editing in general. Vimeo has content guidelines and restrictions prohibiting certain types of content, explicit material, or copyrighted material without proper authorization, and that can limit your creative freedom to some degree. And it also has a somewhat limited reach. It excels in high quality hosting, but you may have a more niche audience and need to promote stronger to them. It doesn't search and provide it organically much in the way that YouTube does. So they all have their own strengths and weaknesses, and it really depends on what it is that you're trying to do. So ultimately, do your own research. If you have any questions, you're always welcome to reach out to me, and I will answer them the best that I can, maybe even with a Loom. So have a great day. See you next time.